Want to say welcome to another edition of Davis Dynamics. So I wish someone would have told me, "Hey Jay, you're doing videos and we can't hear you." You know, well, even though one of my, the Z Fold phone says it has 360-degree microphones, don't believe that. I tried to use that, and now when I went back to look at my videos, it's like, oh crap. So anyway, well, they bought me an external mic, but this is what I want to get into. I want to get into wedges, and we want to get into the game of golf. I think the game of golf has now turned into a length game. We're not we're not playing for accuracy anymore. We're just trying to hit the ball as hard as we can and say, hey, you know what? Go tell our buddies, you know what? You know, I hit my pitching wedge 150 yards. So this thing about hitting a long way is very trivial. Now, I understand that most people want to hit the ball a long way. We know that. Golf courses are getting longer and stuff like that, but we want to play a good game, a good round of golf. So pick your poison. What do you want? Do you want accuracy so you can shoot better scores and get your handicap down? Or do you want to just say, hey, tell your playing partner, man, you see how far I hit that pitching wedge? Yeah. Man, yeah, you really cream that pitching wedge. You really hit it a long way. And then you count up your scores and, yeah, you hit that pitching wedge, 150, 160 yards. Well, what's your score? 110. You know, well, how far do you hit your pitching wedge? Well, 100 yards. And what's your score? 82. So you have to pick your poison here. And I learned the hard way. Um, trying to catch up with the monsters that I play with. They're just some big guys and they can just move it out there. And they're not hitting hard. I mean, when they hit it hard, I'm way behind. But I think my short game makes up for that. And I don't have a problem with that. Hitting a certain yardage and then going in for the green to try to make par birdie, you know, try to because outsmart the golf course. Because remember, you're not playing against the person, your opponent. You're playing against the golf course. A lot of people forget about that. So anyway, the thing I want to talk about is wedges. And a lot of times we forget about the wedges. And like I said, we go to, oh, how far do I hit this wedge, blah, blah, blah. You know, I've been teaching for a long time. I've had two teachers, and I still have my main teacher, which I'm going to start going back to him now since I got cleared by the doctor. Thank God. So, um, wedges. We have to pick the right wedge. We get a lot of people to come in. When I used to work at Dick's Sporting Goods, get a lot of people to come in, look at a set of clubs on the wall, and says, "I want that set of clubs." Why? Because my favorite golfer plays those clubs. Well, you do know that your favorite golfer that's playing those clubs are not playing the same clubs that are on that wall. And I had to, explain to them, and then sometimes they didn't understand. So I would take them into the hitting bay, and they would think that they're hitting the ball further than they really are. And to be totally honest with you, if you have the right launch mod, something of a caliber like a SkyTrack or some of these, of course, SkyTrack costs it's a couple of grand. Bushnell. I'm not using my Bushnell right now. I'm just going to use my Force Caddy. you're talking about a couple of grand. Something that's going to really, really pinpoint exactly what you're doing. So I have a couple of wedges here, and we're going to go into really quickly um, why the wedges, why you need to pick out certain wedges. Let's just go that route. I know we get hung up, once again, we get hung up on, yeah, I need a stiff flex. Why? Because I swing this fast. So, but for me, I used to swing, at a pretty good clip, but now I've made my mind because I have my hips done. I'm going to plan regular flex this year, but I'm going to show you what regular flex does. So don't count regular flex out all because everybody else is playing in your group stiff flex. Don't let that pride get to you. Let that pride be the thing that is perfection and is going to make you win this game. And then you take their money from them. So let's get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn my monitor on. Okay, I'm going to turn the pitch and wedge. All right, and let's see if we have a little volume. 5. So we have 5 there. So 5 is just about is the maximum that we're gonna get out of it. So what I'm gonna go is we're gonna go into just a couple of wedges. I don't have a lot of them here. Let's see, 1, let's see, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we're not gonna get into all of those, but we're gonna get into the really stiff ones, like the extra stiff, the stiff, and we're going to get into the mid stiff, which is the graphite. Um, and like I said, it's titanium graphite. It's an old mixture, and we're going to get into just plain graphite. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and hit this, and hopefully you better hear the numbers. Hopefully I hit it solid, but I'm not going to try to come out of my shoes. I'm going to try to hit it the same speed. Now, I'm not a robot, but I'm going to try to hit the same speed. I'm going to try to hit it, also, try to get it in the middle. So we'll see. So I'm also not going to change anything because I have 3 sets of golf balls down here. I have my TaylorMades. I have my other TaylorMades are soft. So I'm playing with Nike this year. So I'm just going to hit all Nike golf balls. Okay. So we can keep this, uh, keep this, this thing, kind of level here and not try to, you know, introduce something else, another litmus, you know, to be like, oh, wow, I need to play, TaylorMade, So we're going to start with Nike and hopefully you can see my range here. So we're just going to just hit, just a couple of them. I know you can hear that. 85 yards. Okay. 85 yards. And actually, I'm looking at it. My swing speed was 52 miles an hour. So I'm going to try to keep that 52 miles an hour or at least between 55 and 60. Okay. Maybe a little less than that, but I'm going to try to keep it there so we can see if there's a huge difference. Okay. 87 yards. Reason being, I hit the center of the face, plain and simple. And like I said, my swing speed did go up. I'm not a robot. So like I said, I'm trying to, trying to keep it as level and as true as possible. And the swing speed on that was 63 miles an hour. So we're going to grab one more Nike here. And like I said, we're not going to take up too much time. I just want to, show you exactly what you can accomplish by dropping that pride. yards. 87 yards, and which was good. 87.8 yards, and it was 63 miles an hour. So that is good. That is what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this right now because, I don't want to keep, the video running a long time. This is my wife's golf club. This is her TaylorMade Sim. Okay. But what it is has the regular vintage shaft in it. It's a 60-gram regular flex. Okay. Regular flex. So while my hips were actually healing up, I was hitting something this soft. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I enjoyed it. yards. 100 yards. All right, get this. A few minutes ago, it was 63. I hit 63, and I said, okay, I need to try to bring that down. 59.7 miles an hour. 100.5 yard. Carry distance, not total. Carry. A lot of people, and I'm going to get this out of the way too. A lot of people, they look at the total distance. When we're fitting people, we want to know the carry distance. Okay. And it's hard to explain. Most golf balls actually run out 5 to 7 yards, plain and simple, depending on the descent angle. So it just really depends on how much spin you put on it, if you hit it solidly, or if you turn this club over. So I'm going to turn this club over real quick. And when I say turn it over, I'm going to just release my hands with this club, and we're going to see what we get. Okay. But remember, it's 60 grams. It's a 60-gram regular flex versus an extra stiff Nike. yards. 96 yards. 96 yards, and I didn't hit it solidly, but guess what I got out of it? 96.5 yards, but I swung it. My swing speed was 68.7. So a few minutes ago it was 100 yards. Now it's 96.5. So that means I'm still within that realm that I'm not too far behind, or I'm right there where I need to be. And with a regular flex, not a stiff flex. So we're gonna just, we're gonna hit this one more time. And then I'm gonna get into just two more. I'm gonna show you what I did to my club, and maybe, it might help you. So we're gonna swing this one more time before my wife's like, where's my golf clubs? I didn't get that one. 90 yards. I missed that one. Honestly. I hit it on the bottom. I could feel it when it turned. You can hear it. I carried it at 90 yards. Swing speed was 65.3. Now, I'm going to show you what I did to my clubs. Okay. Um, let me, I want to do this real quick. So this is a stiff flex. This is a KBS prototype. This is graphite, what they call graphene. It has titanium and graphite in it. I was playing this. This is the stiff flex. And I was playing it because it was just pretty, plain and simple. So, but it actually worked out pretty good, pretty well. Um, like I said, until my hips started hurting, and I could tell that I was swinging. I started swinging too hard to make the ball do what I needed to do. So it just behooves you to try different clubs. Don't just go in and pick out two. Say, hey, I want to hit this one. I'm going to hit this one, this one, this one, this one. And if you have to take in a pad like I do, if I need to try anything different, take in a pad. Write down the numbers. Write down which club you just hit. Okay? And do some homework. Do some homework. So, sorry about that. That's of course, my garage. Oh, it's coming back on here. 96 yards. 96 yards with a graphite stiff flex. And this is 100 grams. Let's get here. 100 grams versus 60-gram regular flex. So, like I said, I'm not going to keep you here long. I just want to just show you just, certain little things that people forget about. They forget about it. They're like, oh, I want to hit it this far. I want to hit it that far. That's fine. But do you want to get better at this game? Plain and simple. It's the equipment. Yes, you definitely have to swing it, but you have to have the right equipment for you. And like I said, it's about dropping the pride. That's it. Yards. 99 yards. 99 yards. And let's see. In order for me to get 99 yards, out of that, I had to swing at 69.3 miles an hour. That's the fastest I've swung. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. Now, this is what I did to my club. So, no, this is not the one. I apologize. Many apologies. Trying to find which one it is. Many apologies. I got two of the, okay, here it is. The 790s. And the brand new 7, but basically I got everything that TaylorMade has made. Okay, so for me to catch up with these monsters, or at least get there to the point that I wanted to be, and get to the yardage I wanted to be at to get myself, in position, what I did was I got the 790. This club is good. It is a stiff flex though. It's a 105 dynamic go. I put a lighter grip on it so I could feel the weight of the head a little bit more. So it's just one of those things where, once again, you have to do your homework or go to, someone like my coach, Curtis Coven, the club guy. He would definitely, tell you if you need to do this, or tell you what kind of shaft you need, or tell you what kind of club you need. So definitely go check him out. Okay. So anyway, what I did was to catch up was I actually strengthened my actual degrees. I actually made it about 4 degrees stronger. Now, is that good for everybody? No, because why? You take the bounce off this club, which helps you slide it across. When you go into the turf, it helps slide through. Now, this right here and now is going to dig into it. But once again, that pride, and that's what it was, that pride got to me because I was like, these guys are killing me. They're taking my money. I got to figure out something. The pride got to me. So, $125. 125. And the thing is, like I said, 68 miles an hour. I'm going to get more speed. Reason being is, if you look at the way this club is made, I apologize. The way this club is made, if you can see it, the balance point on it. What I did was I took weight from here and I put more weight here and then actually moved it 4 degrees stronger. So when I was going into a green with an iron, instead of hitting a 300-yard or 320-yard drive like these guys was, I was probably just about maybe, I don't know, 12 yards behind them. I could still go into the green, and they couldn't believe it. But it is. It is actual. If you look at the PGA Tour, this is, and the LPGA, this is what they do. This is legal. They make them heavier. They get lighter grips, and they make the law stronger. You just heard 125 yards at 68 miles an hour. And I apologize. I'm going to be speaking in here. Um, it's really hot in here. I know you can hear that rumbling background. That's my air conditioner. And I'm going to hit one more here, and we're gonna tidy this up. Okay. So basically, this is what you're getting. I got 119 carry distance, and my swing speed was 66.2. All because I got more loft on this. This right here is stiff flex, but it does not feel like a stiff flex. That's why I tell you, you have to pick and choose your poison. You have to say, hey, I want to hit this, 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 this. Just don't go in there and believe that, you hit one and uh, the fitter says, hey, that's the club for you right there. And all of a sudden you're paying $1,200, $1,400, and then all of a sudden you come back in next week and be like, hey, I was hitting it better. Now I'm not hitting it like I was now. So take your time and make sure this is the right one. Write it down, do your homework. So let's hit one more here. And so far, like I said, so far, the the 4 degree, everything else felt good. But this right here, because I don't have any weight up here, it allows me to swing through. That's right on. 121 yards. Wow, that was right on the flag there. So anyway, That's what I want you to think about. Think about when you go into a golf store, it's not the first thing because, it's like we're kids in the candy store, but take your time. Hit every club there is. Pitching wedge, 9 iron, 8 irons. Usually the 7 iron, a pitching wedge and a 7 iron will give you some type of, idea of what you really need. Okay? Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Davis Dynamics. I hope you got something out of this. If you didn't, and you have some more questions, please send the question in, email it, text it, and I promise you I will get you the answer. Um, because, like I said, my coach, he's he's forgot more than I can never learn. So anyway, but I promise you I can get you the answer. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for making Davis Dynamics. I just read the other day that we're we're blasted. I mean, we could we're now can have sponsors to make money, and I also have 2 sponsors. So it's am I going to play some tournaments next year? We'll see. We'll see how these hips hold up. But now, like I said, it's about quality of life, and it's about teaching other people how to get better. And it's all about making golfers better, making good golfers better. So thanks for tuning in, and keep those questions coming. And God bless. And do me a favor, go out and make someone smile. Reason why? It doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night.